We're going to take Mario and Jody out, and we are going to switch over to the Sega CD. So first, let's fire up the system. Let's get the splash screen going for the Sega CD. I even got the foam in there still with the disc. Hopefully the disc plays nice with us. Let's pop this thing in. I remember the music being really cool in this game. Okay, so we are upgrading to the Sega CD, and it's going to be Formula 1 Beyond the Limit. And this is a weird one. This is definitely a weird one. It's going to be in a first-person view, and very tricky to control from what I remember. Okay, and it's Sega CD, so we get some cutscenes. We get some live-action video in this heavily pixelated video. Let's check this out. Oh, let's go. Let me check the volume on this. That's awesome. I remember, I mean, watching these video sequences on the Sega CD on like an HD TV, it gets like, it almost seems like it's extra pixelated. I'll tell you though, when you play these over on a CRT or a tube TV, it does look better. Not gonna lie, it looks better on the original screens because that's really what it was designed for. But we see like all the flaws when we up it to this. But even still, when this came out, at the time, this was amazing. This blew me away. And then things changed when the PS1 came out, and all of a sudden it was actual, like, clear video. But I love this. I love this. Look how cool this is. I'm gonna let this whole sequence play. Music is awesome, too. Retro glass? They hired, I'm not even going to try to say that name, for the music. Okay. I mean, the music is awesome.
Presented by Sega Enterprises and Fuji Television.
Getting a good capture of this? Good. I'm glad this is looking good. I am so happy with this. I just picked up one of the Hyperkin HDMI adapters for the Genesis setup. It's fantastic. Okay. Oh my god, I remember this music. All right, let's just be brave and go right to the races. We don't need to qualify. We can enter our name. There, you can also save your game in this. There's backup RAM in the Sega CD, so you can update it. Oh. Yes. This will actually save my stats. Game start. This takes you through like seasons and stuff, like, so we could do a Grand Prix. We could do, I don't know what 93 mode was, and then there's just free run where you could just drive on the track. Let's try Grand Prix. That's like the main mode. We're obviously not going to play a whole season, but let's see what it does here. It's been ages since I've played this game. I'm so happy to finally have a Sega CD back in my collection. Oh, I remember this. This is going to set us up with a race team. All right, we're going to be driving a test course Sega Park, because I know they had actual courses in this game, but the initial one is like a test course that they put together. And then a team is going to negotiate a contract for me based on what I do here. Oh my god, I don't think any team is going to want me. This view is funky. It's 100% first person, and the graphics are a little weird.
Welcome to Sega Park Circuit.
Oh, we get a whole explanation of the track? Oh no, I thought he was going to talk about the whole track right there. Oh, now he is. This is cool. You get a whole little explanation, a breakdown of the track, but we're gonna go past that. We're gonna get to the gameplay. Wait until you guys see this. I hope it looks okay. This might make you a little dizzy. Not gonna lie. Formula 1 World Championship 1993. This is the qualifier. Since we're in Grand Prix mode, I guess we couldn't skip the qualifiers. This is so that a team picks us up and we can join them. Okay, B is the gas. And here we go. We are off to the races. And we got to qualify. I remember when I picked this up at Toys R Us, I was absolutely amazed by this because I hadn't played a console game, a console racing game like this before. And I remember loving this. The view is definitely a little... takes some getting used to. Man, I'm running off the track here. Oh, there's a bunch of cows. I don't know how many laps we need to do to qualify. I do remember, though, if we hit the tires, it'll spin us all the way around. And sometimes it's really hard to turn back around. Woo! Oh, yeah, trying to get the feel. D-pad again. There is a pit over there, but we don't need the pit on the qualifier. Now, I have no idea what different teams there are in Formula One racing, let alone what there was back in 1993. I wonder if Star Wars Obsession would know. He's big into racing. He'd probably get a kick out of this game. But this was a Sega CD racing game right here. This was not on the Genesis. This was a Sega CD exclusive as far as I know. I don't recall ever seeing this game released on any other console or even in the arcades. This, I believe, is 100% Sega CD. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure I'm right about that. We're going to try to get some good times here. Overall, though, let's talk about the different things. I definitely want to see more cars on the track along with us. But let's talk about the same things we talked about in Andretti Racing. Let's talk about the graphics. The graphics are definitely unique, given the view and how the track is like this very animated style. You can see the streaks on the track from burning rubber as we go across these turns. It's pretty cool that sticks around there on the track. We have all this environment stuff going on. Signs all over the place. There's cows on the side of the road. There's the tire barriers. There's a lot going on here. And it's fast-paced. You know, frame rate's going to be only so much with a game like this. But considering what this was capable of, this was pretty amazing at the time. And in all honesty, looking back on this now, and looking at it now, it's actually still pretty impressive. I'm doing a lot better at this than I was expecting. Doing this with a D-pad obviously is a little funky. And, you know, with a bit of a choppy frame rate, it's a little tough as you're looking for the change in the track here coming up on the horizon. And it comes up real fast, so you got to be ready to make these moves. Oh, hung up in the grass there a little bit. Not bad. A very cool environment. Sound-wise, the sound of the car sounds good. It definitely sounds better than the chainsaw effect we were getting in the prior game. A lot more animation to it because this game had a lot more power behind it, being on the Sega CD. A lot of Sega CD games were basically Genesis games with added soundtracks and cutscenes. But every once in a while, you got something that was exclusive like this that showcased what this system could really do. And this is one of the big selling points of this game, was that it wasn't on the Genesis. You couldn't duplicate this. Now, there were other racing games similar, like with simulators, like, what was it, Super Monaco GP? I remember really liking that one. I think there was a sequel to that also. But then you had very arcade-style ones. Things like Road Rash and stuff, where you're actually, like, fighting the other racers and everything like that. So there was all different types of racing games you could get back in the 16-bit era, whether it was on the Genesis, Super Nintendo, or Sega CD. It was cool. There was a lot of variety with these games, and I always loved it. I was always a fan of racing games, and I still am to this day. I'll tell you, one of my all-time favorite racing games ever, and I still have no idea why Sony has never remastered this for later consoles, but on the PlayStation 3, the first MotorStorm. MotorStorm is one of the, in my opinion, is one of the best racing games ever made. And why they never remastered it for the PS4 or even put it on the PS5 now, beyond me. I have no idea. But I have that. I have the hard copy for the PS3, and I still go back to that game every once in a while because it's just so much fun. But this is cool. I mean, graphics and sound are cool. Controls, definitely a little tricky, but once you kind of realize what it wants you to do, you know what the key is? You don't want to hold the turn for too long. As soon as you let go of the D-pad, the car immediately wants to straighten out. So you want to try to time your turn and release on time so that you straighten the car back out. Like, you don't have to manually straighten out. It's doing that kind of for you. As long as you just let go of the D-pad. As soon as you let go, it's going to go straight ahead. So it's just about timing, really, at that point. I can't... It's like, it's moving so fast, I haven't even looked at my lap times here. We're at 7 out of 10 right now, so we're almost done with the qualifier. Cool track, though. I like the design. It's 100% first person, which is cool. That's fine. First person racing is a lot of fun. My personal preference in racing games, though, is to see the car. I like being able to see the cars, and I usually pull the camera back, not as far as it will go, but usually like somewhere... Oh, I just completely spun out. Usually somewhere like a midpoint. I don't know how these teams are going to look at my qualifying times here. Probably not the greatest. Imagine it just tells me, it's like, yeah, sorry, nobody wants you. Game over. But I remember as you play through the season of this game, like, it's not just you on the team, you have there's another driver that's with you. Because if I understand correctly, it might be the same with NASCAR. I've never really followed, but there's like the team, so in that same race, there's multiple drivers on the same team. And I guess my closest reference to that, well, at least my most recent closest reference, would be watching Talladega Nights with Will Ferrell. I know he was on the team with the other guy, and he never wanted to let him win. So I don't really fully understand all the rules. But I've always loved playing racing video games. I loved Gran Turismo, but I always, I did like the more arcade styles where there'd be like car damage. I love like Need for Speed. The Need for Speed Most Wanted is one of my favorite ones, and Hot Pursuit. Hot Pursuit is awesome, especially when you play that with somebody, because one player could be the racer and the other player is the police, and you go on the chases. That's a lot of fun. Whoa! Alright, do you want to do the Sega Park Circuit again? No, I do not. Let's try to do an actual race. Do you want to listen to the explanation of this game? No, I don't. Go faster than the other cars. I think that's what we got to do. I want to see other cars on the track. That's what I want to see here. And am I gonna like phase through them, or are we gonna be bouncing off of them? Oh, look at this! You could change out everything with your car. Oh man, that's awesome. That's a lot of detail they put into this. All right, let's do this. Look at this. This game's pretty sick. Oh, sick. Oh, that's my target? Oh, it's kind of funky. Oh, now we're going. And here we go. Ooh, it's a little choppy. I just like flew off the track there. Whoa, into the stands. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, everybody just passed me right there. There's a lot of marketing going on these signs. Look, I just passed a sign for Canon. Okay. Oh, oh. Oh, no. Oh, oh. I can't reverse. Oh, oh no. I stuck. Oh my god. How do I reverse? Oh my god, I'm glitching out. I'm glitching out. Get out and push. Oh no. There's no reverse. At least as far as I can tell. Nope. No other buttons do anything. I am stuck. Get it. Get it. No, it puts... I am completely stuck on the tire wall. Can I go this way and just turn around? Okay, okay. Everyone is lapping me. No reverse. How can there be no reverse? Oh, that was awful. Oh. Oh, I went into the pit. I couldn't really get back onto the track there. Get out and push. Good thing you work from home, you don't need a driver's license. Alright, the brakes are on. But I done messed up this, race. I found me a glitch. Final lap. I'm gonna try to do a lot better when we get to virtual racing. That's coming up next. But this is again one of those games that it's tough to play. It's hard to get used to. But I played through an entire season back in the day when I was a kid. I had a whole save file going in the backup RAM of my Sega CD, but the console that's been long since gone, and now I finally got a replacement. But yeah, I used to play this all the time. Now I am very much out of practice in this. Woo! That was rough. You lose! Thank you so much for watching that video. Be sure to click that like button and stick around for more content like this right here.